There's a notable change happening in Vallejo. The city is now ending a controversial housing program, citing a report by NBC Bay Area and our investigative unit. Critics of the program say it discriminates against black and Latino residents, tenants there. Investigative reporter Candice Nguyen is here with the action Vallejo is taking.
To kind of a multi-pronged approach.
5 months after our first report on a controversial housing program in Vallejo, Police Captain Jason Potts sits down for a candid conversation about concerns our investigative unit exposed.
We discontinued it, and that was in light of your interview with the housing director.
Potts says Vallejo has permanently ended its crime-free housing program after we spoke with City Housing Director Judy Shepard Hall. She said Vallejo also let go of the former police officer who ran it. Crime-free housing is a program where police show landlords how to keep people with criminal records out of rental properties. It started in Arizona and spread nationwide, including to law enforcement agencies in 11 Bay Area cities. Although it's helped to turn some crime-ridden rentals around, Vallejo's training document was alarming.
Here you compare crime and people with criminal records to a dangerous dinosaur. And then there's an actual picture of a dinosaur that your program says needs to be killed while still in the egg.
Yeah, I saw the pages, and you talked about criminals being two-legged predators and, you know, dinosaurs and eggs and killing the egg. And so obviously that's ridiculous language for 2021. You know, we have to worry about the disparate outcomes that we do in anything we do.
Potts is referring to the program's potential to discriminate against minorities more impacted by poverty and police activity.
If the investigative unit hadn't brought this to the city's attention, is there a chance this change wouldn't have happened?
It's possible. You know, unfortunately, we didn't really look at that document as closely as we should have. That language is not what we expect for policing in a democratic society in 2021. So anytime you have poverty and crime that intersect, we have to make sure the outcomes align properly. So intelligence-led, being data-driven, and making sure that we're precise in our approaches.
Ecstatic, excited.
John Jones is reacting to Vallejo's decision to scrap the program. He's a single father and formerly incarcerated. After struggling to find housing for years, Jones became a community advocate and helped pass Oakland's Fair Chance Housing Ordinance, which removes housing barriers for people with criminal records.
So your coverage and your willingness to really expose this created a situation for the people involved to take some time to reflect and to ask themselves, as a human being, am I in support of this draconian policy?
Potts says Vallejo police will still hold tenants who break the law accountable, and there will be a sergeant to help struggling landlords.
For people in Vallejo who are nervous about housing and they have a criminal record, what do you want them to know?
I would say that you know, everyone deserves a second chance.
Many people say that the 20th century was defined by the struggle for civil rights. I believe the 21st century will be defined by housing rights.
We reached out to the other 10 Bay Area cities that have the program. Pittsburgh said it got rid of it. It's important to note not every program uses Vallejo's training documents or operates the same way. This reporting is all part of our digital series called No Man's Land, where we investigate barriers single fathers face with housing and emergency services. Watch that series right now at NBCBayArea.com/nomansland. Candice Nguyen, NBC Bay Area News.